Hi, I'm Troy Bailey, and welcome to the Comic Book Movie Collector's Guide, the show about collecting all things superhero cinema. And today, we're looking at Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Let's get into it. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a computer-animated superhero film with a runtime of 117 minutes. The film premiered at the Regency Village Theatre in Los Angeles on December 1st, 2018, and included tributes to Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. It was later released on digital download by Sony Pictures Home Entertainment on the 26th of February 2019, and later released on DVD, Blu-ray, Blu-ray 3D, and 4K HD on the 19th of March 2019. It was directed by Bob Prochetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman, and was written by Phil Lord and Rodney Rothman, with the film being produced by Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation in association with Marvel and distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. The film was planned to have a unique style combining computer animation with traditional hand-drawn comic book techniques inspired by the work of Miles Morales' co-creator Sarah Pitelli. The film required up to 140 animators, the largest crew Sony Pictures Animation have used to date on a feature film. The film is set in a shared multiverse called the Spider-Verse. The film's story follows Miles Morales of Earth 1610 as he becomes the new Spider-Man and joins other Spider-People from various dimensions to save New York City from the Kingpin, as his super collider built to access the parallel universes in hopes of bringing back his dead wife and son start tearing the multiverse apart. Okay, the case and disc. Now, I have the pretty stock standard version that you will see, but I'll have all the covers up here as usual, but this is pretty much a stock standard one. I don't mind the look of that. It's good. It kind of shows the three core characters you really get in this movie. The spine, nothing too spectacular there at all, and the back, all the characters there, not a bad shot at all. I don't know. I don't think there seemed to be too much put into it. It's very basic. And the disc, well, this is the basic version, shall we say. Nothing real special there on the disc. Overall, not bad. It's stock standard. There's nothing too special about this. So with that, I would give this a 7 out of 10. The story and script. So this story is great, and the script was great as well. Overall, I can't fault it. Now, I'm sure you could nitpick some things if you really tried hard, but I can't. You know, it worked so well and made for a real enjoyable story up on the screen. They somehow managed to make this origin story seem really enjoyable and not boring, which has been a well-trodden path in previous incarnations of Spider-Man, you know, up on the screen, that you're usually just not interested. But the fact that you get to see all the different versions of the Spider-Man and Spider-Women and their stories is what makes it interesting and manages to flesh the characters out in such a short time. It makes you interested in all of them. It really sucks you in. At its core, it's a superhero origin movie, but it also addresses the subjects of loss, friendship, family, and self-belief with a great blend of drama and comedy that keeps you entertained for the whole movie. And that is not a mean feat to pull off, I tell you. And they seem to do it with such ease. And with that, I couldn't give it anything other than 30 out of 30. From page to screen. Now, the look of this movie was so different to anything we've seen before up on screen, and it was so refreshing to see something new and different. They nailed it with the combination of computer and traditional animation, and it gave the vibe, like the vibrant colors and the words and everything that just popped off the screen. They really succeeded in pulling off this whole comic book coming to life thing that they were going for. And with the ensemble cast of Spider people, they were great as well. And I loved how they all looked different. It was like this real visual reminder that they're from different parts of the multiverse. Now, with the voice cast, it was great. They had Shamik Moore as Miles Morales, hope I got that right, Jake Johnson as Peter B. Parker, Haley Steinfeld as Gwen Stacy, Liev Schreiber as Kingpin, John Mulaney as Spider-Ham, and of course the scene stealer himself, Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir. He was great, and I would love to see Spider-Noir movie someday. Go on, Sony, let's make that happen. That would be awesome. If I did have one small gripe, it was Kingpin. He was just big and boxy. I mean, he's supposed to be a hulking character, but he just seemed to be a little over the top and just sort of past what he should be. But if that's all I've got to gripe about, it's nothing really to gripe apart. But I will look past that because I'm going to give this 20 out of 20. Special features. Now, this one has a lot of special features on here, which I'll put up there. Now, for me, they were all interesting and all very informative on the process of putting the movie together, from the voice actors to the style to the animation process. Such a great look at behind the curtain, shall we say, to see how they put this all together. And of course, you also get a nice little Spider-Ham short, which was fun to watch as well. So overall, I would probably give this a solid 8 out of 10. Critics review. Now, the critic score came in at 97% and the audience score was 93%. What can I say, really? Nothing. Like, those scores say it all. This was so much, there was just so much love for this film across the board. And I totally agree with the scores. There's just nothing wrong with that. So if we round it up, we get pretty much a perfect score, 10 out of 10. My review. I really enjoyed this movie from start to finish. This is hands down now my favourite Spider-Man movie, live action or animated. This movie does the balancing act of humour and drama so well, with not being too silly at times and not being too buried down with like heavy themes. I haven't really had much to do with Miles Morales' character because I grew up on the Peter Parker version of Spider-Man, and but I really dig this version of the classic character. And for me, they got me interested in seeing more of him on films or in books or in anything and the like. So I'm really impressed with that. Like, to get me to veer away from the original Peter Parker and be interested in this new one, I think they did a really great job here. So with that, I give it 20 out of 20. Final thoughts. So first up is collectability, and if we look on the collector scale, I would say this would be for pretty much everybody, kids and up. This movie is across the board for everyone. This should be a must-have for any physical media collector out there. Definitely get yourself a copy. Now, as far as availability is concerned, this one is pretty much on the common side. You will have no trouble finding this anywhere at your usual retail outlets or online like Amazon or eBay, you know, in all formats that you're after. Now, as far as average price goes, you're looking at $10 to $15 for DVD, $12 to $25 for Blu-ray, and $18 to $30 for 4K. Now, the final score, we get a grand total of 95 out of 100. Wow, that is an awesome score for an awesome movie. If you haven't watched it yet, for a start, what's wrong with you? Really, you need to hurry up, go out and watch it now. And if you don't have a copy in your video collection, again, what is wrong with you, fair dinkum? Go out, get on your bike and go get a copy now. Go on, get. God, I can't believe haven't got a copy.
You have money, right? I'm not very liquid right now.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, why not hit the like, subscribe and notification buttons, as it really helps the channel out. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this movie or if you've managed to pick yourself up a copy as well for your collection. Now, at the moment, I'm also taking requests, so if there's some review you'd like to see on the show, you can always let me know via email at thecomicbookmoviecollector@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on the socials at comicbookmoviecollector on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links will be down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.